Okay, so I have some pickups that I wanted to show you guys, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to just kind of go back in the last 3 months of the games that I've picked up from basically May, June, and July. So I got a few Wii games. Majority of these games are going to be PlayStation 3 because, as you can see over here, I've picked up quite a few PS3 titles now, including these. I think I'm at about 123 games. I've never actually had this many games for a console, like, ever. The most I've ever really had is like what you see here with the Switch, some stuff for the original Wii, which, again, getting some for that as well, but not nearly as much for the PS3 and, with the Dreamcast as well, or that right there. So yeah, I thought it'd be kind of cool to basically do this every 2 to 3 months. That way I can have a little bit more to show, because I don't really buy a whole hell of a lot, like, in 1 month's time. So this way I can kind of stretch out the video a little bit longer. Let's get started. We'll dive into some of the Wii titles I picked up here first, since I only have 3 of them here. The first one, and I got this for a good price. This actually did jump up, I did notice the last time I went over there in July. But I know I got this one in May, and that was Kirby's Epic Yarn. It's a nice, clean copy of the game. I've never actually played this game before. I always wanted to. So now I've got it. It's complete. So very happy to have that. The next one here, again, I've heard good things about this, but I haven't dove into this one yet. That's Mad World from Sega. Again, really good things about this game specifically. And like basically everyone says it's a shame that it's locked onto the Nintendo Wii, but the next one, which is probably the cheapest one now in my collection of Wii titles, and that is Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam. This one was literally like $2. So I played this one back in the day. This is actually a really fun Tony Hawk game, so if you haven't played this, check it out. I think it's also on PlayStation 2. So there's that. And that's basically it for the original Wii. Now, as I said before, we're going to jump into some of the PlayStation 3 games I've got, because that's basically my goal at this point. I'm collecting games for the PS3. I started this thing, what was it, about 2 years ago, when nobody really gave a crap about this system. And now games are really, they're really more sought after these days, especially when the PlayStation 3's network was about to be shut down. But prices went up for those, and now Sony's keeping it in place, and some games went down, but they're still pretty expensive from what they used to be. It's kind of a mess right now. So I'm just kind of gathering whatever I can for this system. So the first one is Jak and Daxter. It's the remastered collection. Now, I did a video about that recently, talking about the fact that PS2 games were ported over to the PS3 and they just look better. They play better. Some games were from the PSP, but again, that was one of them, and that's a good one to get. It's still very affordable, that one. The next one here is Super Street Fighter 4. This is one of the variants that I got recently. And I say that because I already have Super Street Fighter Arcade Edition, and I have Ultra Street Fighter 4. So now I just need to get the original version of this game, which is the vanilla version of Street Fighter 4. And then I will have all the variants. So I'm very much looking forward to finally getting that. I know I came across a couple copies recently, and they both looked like crap. One was missing a manual, and one of the manuals that was there it just literally looked like somebody took that manual and just tossed it into the swimming pool, because that thing had so much water damage just all around. I was just like, no, I'll keep waiting. So the next game that I got here is Akiba's Trip. I stumbled across this one by accident, and it looked really interesting. I've played a little bit of this already. I'm very 50-50 on this game, and I'm going to have more to say on this in another video, because I have some footage that I want to use with it. So yeah, just be on the lookout for that one. I'm just going to say right now I'm 50-50 on it. I don't really know how I feel about it, but there it is, Akiba's Trip. And the next one that I got here is, it's actually the first Japanese title that I got, and it's JoJo's Adventures, Eyes of Heaven. There's actually some other Japanese titles I'm actually looking into getting, but this was the first one I picked up, and not too bad for what I played, what little I've played of this game. Kind of like a mixture of like a brawler and fighting game combined in like a 3D space. It's kind of weird, but I enjoyed it. I would like to dive back into it when I get a little more time. Moving on, we got this is a cheap one here too, and it's kind of useless because where is it? Yeah, PlayStation Network exclusive and multiplayer only is what it says on the front cover here. It is Warhawk. This was like a $2-3 game, I think it was. But just to have it in my collection, I thought, okay, I'm gonna jump on it. So bought that for really cheap. This one I picked up a very clean copy of Time Crisis 4. The next one that I got here, another cheap one, is Lair. Picked this up for I think like $5. Haven't jumped into this one yet, but hopefully soon. The next one I got here is Sniper Elite 3. I hope to get the others as well, but I stumbled across it. It was a pretty good price, so why not? This one, I planned on getting all 3 of these, but it was already, like, I just stumbled across it for a good price again, and just picked it up. It's the Mass Effect Trilogy, so you've got all 3 of them. It even has the little sleeve, so you can see, yep, got the sleeve. And we've got all 3 games right in here with the little booklet, so all of that's there. Very, very nice. It's funny, like, I've never actually played this game before, so hopefully I'll get into this here at some point, now that I have it all. Another one of the HD collections, and again, I kind of talked about this in that video, but Silent Hill HD collection. This consists of 2 and 3 from the PlayStation 2. And I got this for a really good price of $20 new at the time, because I actually looked this up. I followed up on this. This actually did go up about $10. And if it went up in the last month from the time that I bought this, it's going to jump up pretty high. I think a lot of people are going to realize that, oh shit, like, this is a good way to buy these 2 games. You know, it plays better, like, visual aesthetics are better, like, people are going to catch on to this, because these 2 games on the PlayStation 2, I'm not kidding you, they start at like 110 to 120, and that's just starting point. They tend to go higher per game. So definitely jump on this now if you have a PS3. I believe this was one of the games that was also brought on the 360 as well. But nevertheless, I would jump on this now, because even the Silent Hill games for the PS3 are very expensive, and I assume the PS1 titles, or the first one anyways, is ridiculously expensive. So I wouldn't be surprised. So there's that. The next one I got here was No More Heroes, or Heroes Paradise. I was never intending on getting this. I actually didn't even know that this was a thing for the PS3. I knew that there was 1 and 2 for the original Wii, and I know there's a 3rd one, from what I've heard, coming out on the Switch. But I didn't know that this was a thing for the PlayStation 3, so I just kind of picked it up. I seen what it goes for on eBay, because I found this at a retro game store a little further from where I live, but I saw it over there, and I was kind of looking up on my phone. I was like, you know, it looks like it's getting, it looks like it's been well received. The price was a little higher on eBay versus what was in the store, so there it is. I picked that up. I'll eventually get to that at some point as well. This one right here I got for a really cheap price. It was The Evil Within. I played this back on the PC when it first came out on PC, and I just thought it'd be kind of nice to get a physical copy of the game for PS3, so I did. And I was really waiting on this one. I was about to actually go on eBay and find it, but I got it for a really good price at the retro store that's really close to where I live. So the next one here is another survival horror game. It is the original Dead Space. And it's funny because I know that they put out a teaser trailer for Dead Space Remake. And I have my thoughts on that. I did do a video on it. You can go check that out if you like. But yeah, it's funny because now I think that this is going to shoot up more in price. This one was already pretty expensive compared to Dead Space 2 and 3. and it was a lot harder to come across this copy, like with the clear case, because most of the copies that I found before this anyways were in those red greatest hits cases. Now the last game I got here is exclusive to the PS3, and I think it was also on Vita as well. It's made by Atlas. It is Dragon's Crown. This is kind of like a think of like a Guardian Heroes game. It's kind of like that. So it's like a side-scrolling beat-em-up type of game. Different character classes to choose from. It's pretty interesting from what little I've played of this game. I have played this a little bit. It was pretty good. The animations were done really well in this game too. I like the art style in this as well. So I was actually surprised to find it for so cheap. Because it's made by Atlas, and most Atlas games are pretty high in price, like 3D Dot Game Heroes. I have that. That thing has jumped up a lot over the years. Nevertheless, Dragon's Crown is a good one to look into if you're, looking for that type of game, so definitely recommend it. But that's pretty much it. All the games that I picked up for the month of May, June, and July. I will be doing more of these videos down the road, like I said, every 2 to 3 months at a time, so I'm going to just kind of space them out. I think it'll just be better that way. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on the next one.